to The Balacha Show. My name is Chris. I'm your host, and you are listening to this week's episode of Storytime Friday.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Storytime Friday. This is episode 94. This week's story is called The Getaway Gone Bad. Everybody on your knees! Peter yelled as he fired his gun up in the air. Ah! Everybody yelled as they got down on the floor and put their hands behind their head. Dude, what are you doing? Frank yelled at Peter. What? Peter yelled back. I thought we said we were going to try to get in and out without, people noticing, man. What the fuck? Well, dude, what'd you expect? You gonna just people walk behind the counter and get it? Peter yelled at Frank. Whatever, dude. Come on, let's just get the money and go. All right, man, let's go. Peter yells right behind the counter, pointing the gun at the clerk behind the counter. On your knees, fucking push. If you push any button, if you try anything, you're dead. All right, man. All right. I'm sorry. The teller got down on his knees, put his hands in the air. Frank, tie that bastard up. All right, man. Frank ran over, pulled out some zip ties, and pulled the teller's hands behind his back and tied him up. Standing up, he kicked him in the back and made him fall on his face. Oh, what'd you have to do that for, man? Shut up, Frank said. Hurry up, man. Get the money. Let's go. All right, man. Peter yelled back at him. Hey, you. What's the combination to the safe? Frank puts the gun to the back of his head. You better not lie to us now. Okay, man. Okay, it's 27656521117. All right, cool, it worked. Peter yelled as he opened the safe up. Hurry up, man, hurry up. Gotta go, Frank said. Chill, relax, man, relax. I think we got time. They didn't push the button or anything. Call the cops or whatever. Just don't like being here any longer than we have to, Frank said. All right, Peter said as he ran in, grabbed a bag, and started loading the cash bills into his bag. Holy crap, man! There's a lot of money back here. Just fill the bag and let's go, Frank said. All right, man. As Peter came running out of the safe, he looks over at Frank and raises the bag up in the air. I got it, man. Let's go. All right. Puts the gun to the back of the teller's head again. Now, I want you to count to 15 and close your eyes. And after 15, you can start screaming for help. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. All right, go. All right, man, let's go. Peter took off running. Door comes flying open as they burst out the front door, taking off. All right, man, let's go, Peter said. All right, man, I'm back behind you, Frank said. Shit! What the hell? Peter turns around and sees that Frank is now laying on his face, laid out on the ground. What the hell, man? Oh, I tripped, man. Oh, come on, get up. Oh, I don't know, man. I think my leg's broken. Fuck that. No, we're not getting caught because you couldn't freaking walk. Get up. All right, dude, all right. Here, help. Peter grabbed his hand and pulled him up. Some of the bills had spilled out on the ground, so Frank turned around, grabbed the bills, shoved them back in the bag, and they started hobbling away. Car screeches to a halt in front of him. Their partners, Cheryl and Bethany, were in the car, and they were the getaway drivers, pulling up there to pick them up. It's about time you guys showed up, man. I thought you guys were going to take forever, Peter said. Shut up, bitch, Cheryl said. What? Bethany just punched Cheryl there. Will you guys shut up? We gotta get out of here. What the hell happened to you? She said, looking over at Frank. Oh, don't ask. Peter and Frank both got in the car and they took off. Just as you can faintly hear. Shit, the cops are already here. Come on, drive. But behind them, they can see cop cars come screeching to a halt right in front of the bank they just robbed. Oh man, that was close, Peter said. Frank looked over at him. Oh man, my leg. Are you alright, man? Peter said. Oh man, like I said, I think it's broken. Oh, shut up, man. Man up, you pussy. Dude, Frank said, looking over at him. And what if it is broken, man? Peter said, it's not broken, man. Come on. Cheryl looked in the rearview mirror at Frank. Hey man, are you okay? What happened? Oh, I'm coming down the stairs, I tripped and fell. No, you're right, man. It's probably not broken. I probably just sprained it or something. All right, guys. Bethany said. So what? Anyway, what's the plan? What are we doing? Well, Frank said, looking over at Peter. Didn't you say there's like a place to hide out for a couple days? Yeah. I have I heard there's a abandoned. There's an abandoned kind of like a really, really big house, like a mansion, like 20 miles away from here or whatever. We're gonna go like, I actually know the previous owners, and I know the current owner, but they haven't been anywhere near the house for a long time, not that I've heard of. And so we're gonna go camp out there and give it a couple days, let things kind of cool down for a minute, and then we're gonna take off because Bethany was like, well, how much do we have? How much did we get away with? Hank handed the bag to Peter. Oh, let me check. I mean, hell, man, these are like holy crap. Said opening up the bag and kind of looking in there, taking out a few bills. These are all hundreds. So, man, I think we got to easily have a couple 100,000 in here, if not like $1 million. But I think probably this is a couple 100,000. Well, I'm okay with that. Bethany said as she was looking at it from the backseat. Hey, Cheryl, step on it. Frank said, I feel better if we get off the road just sooner rather than later. I don't like being out here, Frank said. All right, she said, put the pedal down. Peter put a hand on Cheryl's shoulder. Just don't go too fast though, because we got away. The last thing we need right now is to fucking get pulled over. Oh yeah, you're right, Cheryl said, braking a little bit, slowing it down, getting it more around the speed limit. Frank kind of laughed. Peter looked back at him. What are you laughing at, man? It's just funny that you're afraid of getting pulled over. We just fucking robbed a bank, man. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we don't have any cops on our tail right now, so I'd kind of like to keep it that way, wouldn't you? Okay, you're right, Frank said. All right, so, where do we turn up here? Like, where do we go? Cheryl said, looking over at Peter. Oh, it's just a couple more miles down this way, and you'll see a dirt road that has a big windmill with a red sign next to it. You take a left there, and then you're about 2 miles down. You'll see a big, like greenhouse. It's got black and greenhouse. It's like, probably bigger than most houses that any of us have ever seen. It's got, the previous owners, when they built this house, they were rich, and then I guess I don't know if they died or moved away, but, it's just been abandoned for a while. Oh, okay, Cheryl said as she came up to the next intersection. All right, so right here, right? With the windmill and the sign right there. He's like, yep, that's it. Peter said, all right, cool. Just made the turn. Couple more miles down the road. She goes, oh, cool, that black greenhouse right there. I see what you're talking about. Cheryl said, yep, that's the one. Peter said, all right. So she pulled in and parked. And as she pulled up to the front of the house, and put the car in park. They all kind of leaned forward and looked out the window at the house before getting out. Holy shit, Frank said. What? Peter said. Ah, man, this place looks... Man, we're gonna stay here for a couple days? I don't know, man. This place looks kind of creepy. You have any better ideas? Peter said. No, not really. Well, then shut the fuck up. Peter said, all right, man. Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice, man. Cheese and rice. Cheryl looked over at them and just kind of laughed. Peter's like, what are you laughing at? Cheryl's like, you guys are funny. Like, you guys are just bickering back and forth like little kids. Shut up, Peter said. And now you're telling me to shut up? Cheryl said. Yeah, I told you to shut up. Like, come on, guys. Let's just get inside, all right? Peter said. Frank sighed. All right, let's go. Opens the door, and as he's getting out of the car, he falls on his face. Peter's like, what the fuck, man? You okay? Oh, my leg, man. Hold on. Give me a hand. Peter reaches down, grabs him by the hand, and pulls him up. Are you going to be okay? Peter said. Yeah, it's a really bad sprain. I tell you, man, it feels broken, but, you know, I'm able to put some weight on it, so I guess that's... I've heard from injuries when I was a kid that if you could at least put any weight on your foot, that it's probably not broken, that you wouldn't be able to put weight on it if it was broken, so I guess thank God for that, right? Peter's like, damn straight. Alright, man, you sure you got it? Peter said before letting go of his hand. Yeah, I'm fine, Frank said as he started to hobble in towards the door. Hey, Cheryl, grab the bag of the cash and stuff. Let's not leave it in the car. You know, just in case anybody pulls up out here, we don't want them to, Oh, and Bethany, can you pull the car around back? Because that way, you know, just try to park the car out of sight a little bit. I don't think anyone saw us, saw the car or whatever, so I don't think they know what we were driving, so. All right, yeah, no problem, Cheryl said. As they made their way inside the house, Frank stayed near the front door or whatever to wait for Cheryl to come back around after parking the car out back. Couple minutes after she went around back to park the car, she showed back up the front door. I was like, thank you, sir. I appreciate you holding the door for me. That's really awesome. Yeah, no problem. Just trying to be a gentleman, Frank said. Bethany laughed from inside. You guys are so weird. All right, okay, let's close the door up. Let's barricade it, whatever, just so that we can, we're gonna do our best to not let on that anybody is here, and we're gonna spend probably the next at least 2 days just to give it some time, just to kind of let things kind of cool down for a little bit. So, all right, sounds like a plan, Frank said. But is there we can't turn on any lights or anything? Peter looked over at him. No, we can turn on lights. It's we'll have to cover windows up to make sure that not making it obvious that there's people actually in this house. All right, sounds like a plan, Frank said. Cheryl looked over at him. So I guess we get to go pick out what rooms we get, right? Yep, sounds like a plan, Peter said. Off in the distance of the house, in the direction of where the kitchen, all of a sudden they hear, what are you doing here? Guys? Cheryl said. The fuck was that? What was what? Frank said. Bethany looked over. You didn't fucking hear that? Hear what? I didn't hear it either, Peter said. What the hell are you guys talking about? Get out. Holy shit, Frank said, all of a sudden running for the door. But as he got to the front door, click, 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 click. All the locks on the door are all of a sudden locked. What the hell? Come on. He's messing with the locks. Shit, I can't get it open. What do you mean you can't get it open? Peter said, running over to him. Crap, what'd you do? Peter's trying to unlock the door too and can't seem to get him to budge. I didn't do anything, man. They just locked on their own as I was running to them. Guys, we gotta get out of here, Cheryl said, running over to him. You aren't allowed to leave, they heard, getting closer. Oh, fuck! Bethany said as she ran for the stairs. Where the hell are you going? Peter said. I don't know, man. If we can't get out, I'm gonna go find a fucking room and barricade myself in there. I'm with her, Frank said as he ran after her. Wait for me! The other two said as they followed, as they ran behind him. Hurry up, guys. Let's go find a bedroom. Let's go find a bedroom. Hurry up. Run, run. As they run up the stairs. Come back here. They hear it down at the foot of the stairs. Fuck you, man. Bethany said as they kept, hurry up, guys. Get the fuck in here. All right. They find a bedroom. Close the door. Hurry up, hurry up. So they slide a piece of furniture over to the door. Outside the door, they hear, let us in. As something hits the outside of the door. Holy crap! Bethany said, what the hell is that? I don't know, Cheryl said. Beats the fuck out of me. Peter said, oh man, my leg. Frank said as he sat down on the bed. Fuck your leg, Peter said. What? Like that thing, whatever it is the thing's trying to kill us in here, man. Yeah, no, man, but my legs fucking hurts. Oh. All right, let's see. All right, just take a deep breath. All right, guys, this is breathe. Let us in. Holy crap! Bethany said as she's now tears streaming down her face because she's terrified. All right, guys, I think we're okay. Peter said. All right, I think we're good. We just need to relax. He said, just take a breath. We got something against the door. It's fine. You know, I think we're safe. So, all right, let's just take a breather. Guys, what the hell is that? Cheryl said. I don't know, Bethany said. What about you, Peter? You have any ideas? Like, you were the one who knew about this place? Like, what the hell? Is this haunted? Hell if I know, Peter said. All I knew was that I knew the previous owners or whatever, but they never told me shit. All right, you know. Like, Frank, how's your leg doing, man? Oh, now you care about my leg? Frank said. Fuck you, Peter said. We've just been a lot going on, man. You know, so are you going to answer or not? All right, man. All right, I'm sorry, Frank said. Yep, my leg, that sucks, man. It hurts. It hurts so bad, man. I mean, I'm telling you, I feel like it's broken. But, you know, I guess I can put weight on it, so it's... Hold on. Is there anything in here that I can wrap it with? Do you guys see? I don't know. It's pretty... I can't even see shit in here, man. It's so dark. Bethany said, looking around. Hey, Peter, try the light. See if the light works. Click, 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 click. Shit. I thought there was power in this place, but... nothing works, he said as he kept clicking the light switch, only to have light not turn on. All right, hold on. Let's try this. Cheryl pulls out her phone, turns the flashlight on. All right, that's better. Banging on the door. Holy fuck. So, oh god. All right, okay, guys. Just breathe. Like whatever it is that's out there, we're good. Bethany said. Peter just knelt down by the door with his hands on his head. Bethany looks over at him. What the hell are you doing, man? I'm trying to calm myself down, Peter said. I'm kind of freaking out. Cheryl's like, you're freaking out. Like, shit, man, I'm terrified. Tears streaming down her face. Peter's like, Cheryl, will you relax? Like, I think we're okay in here. Let's just calm down. Bethany looks over at him, but for how long, though? Like, this room is pretty small. You can't stay in this room for 2 days. Bethany's like, but I don't even want to stay in this house for 2 days. Frank's like, I second that. Peter's like, well, I don't know what else to do, guys, because this is the plan. You know, like, what do you want me to do? Well, first things first, Cheryl said. She went over to the dresser, start digging through drawers. Let's see if we can find something to help Frank here, you know. As she rustles through the drawers, you know, holy crap, there's like random, there's like dolls in here. She kept digging down through the drawer. It's like scissors. There's a Rubik's Cube. Oh, here we go. She said, pull it out. Frank's like, what? What do you got? Oh, I got looks like a ace wrap, or one of those ace bandage wraps or whatever. Oh, that'll work. Frank said as he, you know, kind of grunted a little bit as he shifted again. Ah, man, it fucking hurts. All right, I'm coming. Cheryl said. You might want to grab the scissors too, Frank said. Oh, yeah, you're right. Grabs the scissors and the ace wrap and makes her way over to Frank. All right, now, like, which leg is it? Ah, it's this one, Frank said, putting his left leg up on the bed. She hold on, let's roll up your pant leg here real quick, Cheryl said. Rolls up the pant leg and pulls the sock down a little bit. Holy crap, man, your leg is the size of a freaking like balloon. Like, does it, like, what about, like, does it hurt when I do this? Ow, fuck, man, well, don't touch right there. Oh, sorry, Cheryl said. Man, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it may be broken, it may not. You may just have a really bad sprain because it's so big, I can't tell. That's what I'm saying, man, Frank said. As he, you know, had a tear roll down his cheek. You know, like, oh, man. Tim. Cheryl's like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Hold on. Let's just wrap this up. Are you fucking crying? Peter said, looking over at Frank. Shut up, man. Frank said, it fucking hurts. All right, you know, chill out, man. Chill out, Peter said. How can you laugh, man? Frank said, like, you're the one who got us into this shit. What? Peter said. Y'all agreed to this. I didn't agree to this. Frank said, looking over at him. Cheryl kind of looks over at Peter. I didn't agree to this either, technically. I mean, we're just the getaway drivers. Like, I didn't expect to be in a freaking, what appears to be a haunted house. Bethany was like, yeah, I'm with them, Peter, you know. What? Well, thanks a lot, guys, Peter said, going off to the corner and just sitting down. Oh, now you're going to pout? Cheryl said. I'm not fucking pouting. Shut up, Peter said. Oh, you're pouting, dude, Frank said. Oh, screw you guys, said, putting his head in his hands and closing his eyes. All right, can you just wrap my leg, please? Frank said. Yeah, I'm working on it. And I'll try not to touch here. She said as she deliberately put a hand on part of his leg that was swollen, kind of as a, you know, to give him a hard time. Put her hand on his leg, and all of a sudden he squirmed. Ah, fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Bethany said. All right, here we go. She tied the wrap off, and then pulled his pant leg back down. All right, you should be good. That should help a little bit. Oh yeah, feels a little better. Thanks so much, Frank said. Puts his leg down on the floor and stands up, trying to put a little bit of weight on it. Oh, still hurts, huh? Bethany said. Yeah, hurts like a bitch. Oh, fuck. Okay. Sits back down on the bed. Well, Cheryl said. At least it's wrapped up now, so you should be okay. We just have to figure out what we're gonna do next. Banging on the door again. Coming for you. Oh shit! All of a sudden, Peter's like, "Oh fuck!" Oh, now you're crying? Frank said. It's like, shut up, man. Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. Cheryl's like, all right, guys, we're not accomplishing anything in here. Come on. She goes over to the window and pulls the curtain back to try to peek out. It was still daylight out, but the sun was starting to go down, so it was definitely getting a little bit dimmer in the bedroom with him. All right, so what's the plan, guys? What's the plan? She said as she turned around. I looked at her other three friends. I don't fucking know, Frank said as he sat there grimacing and holding his ankle. What about you, Peter, man? What do you think we should do? Well, yeah. Peter looked up as he sat there on the ground. I don't know. I mean, I think we're gonna have to try to deal with whatever's out there. You know, so we're gonna have to try to come out of this room sometime. I don't know how we're gonna do it though, because I don't know what that is. If it's a ghost or something else living in this house, I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. Cheryl was like, well, I mean, I don't like the idea of opening that door, but I don't really see. If anything, we need to open that door to at least try to get back out of the get back out of the house or whatever. Oh yeah, you're probably right, Frank said. All right, so who's gonna go? Like, I can't go. I can't walk. Well, I guess I'll try to go. Peter said. I don't want to, I'd suggest one of you two. He said, looking over at Beth and Cheryl. But that would be very gentlemanlike of me. So I guess I better, I mean, unless you guys want to go first. He said, looking over at the beginning. Beth and Cheryl laughed. Nope, that's fine. You go ahead. You go. You have at it. We'll stay here and we'll protect Frank. Oh, you'll protect me, huh? Frank said. Okay. Cheryl's like, well, what are you gonna protect us? All right, yeah, point taken. Frank said. All right, so Cheryl helped me with the door here. Beth said. All right, let's go. They pulled the furniture, the dresser back from the door. All right, Peter, now, are you ready? Beth said as she looked over at Peter. Peter looked back at both Beth and Cheryl and kind of shrugged. Not really, but I don't really see much of a choice. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna just really quickly open the door, and I want you to try to basically just haul ass out there, try to run down to see if you can get the front door open. And if you get the door open, I want you to yell back. Just yell. Let's think of a code word. What can we yell that that we'll know that you got the job done? I don't know. Green light. Okay. Best. That's kind of weird, but all right. That sounds okay. Green light it is, or yell door, or hey, I got it, or whatever. Just yell something. But all right. Peter said, but what if I can't get it open, what if I can't even make it there because there's whatever is out there is coming after me? Well then, Bethany said, haul ass back here and yell abort as you're on your way back here. Just hurry up and get your ass back here so we can barricade you. Get you in here and barricade the door again. Ah, man, Peter said, looking off to the side. Shudders. Cheryl looks at him. Are you okay? Nah, I'm good. Yeah, not really. I'm kind of terrified. Kind of feel like I'm about to crap my pants here, but we got to get out of here or whatever. I don't know what else to do. So, all right, here we go. Bethany said as she got ready to open the door. On the count of 3, ready? 3, 2. Cheryl said. 1, they both said as they flung the door open. Peter hauled ass out of the room. Hurry up, shut it, Cheryl said as Bethany slammed the door. They hear the footsteps as Peter runs down the hall. Going down the stairs. Off in the distance, we hear, oh, we hear, oh, fuck! Hey, Peter, you okay, man? Cheryl yelled. Oh, is he okay? Bethany asked. Oh, crap, I hope nothing happened to him, Frank said. All of a sudden, abort, open the fucking door! Cheryl opened the door and Peter came hauling ass in there. They slam the door. Hurry up, close it, close it. Slide the small dresser in front of the door again. All of a sudden, they at the door with a bright glowing light under the door. You'll never get out of here. Holy fuck! Frank said, all of a sudden breaking down in tears. Holy crap, what was that? What the hell is that, man? Bethany said. Peter! What? I said, what was that, man? What'd you see? Oh man, it was, I don't know, I got down there, I got 10 feet from the door, and then this green glowing light came around the corner, and it sounded like it growled at me, and I didn't even keep going. I just turned around and ran back up the stairs. Cheryl grabbed him, put a hand on his shoulder. All right, man, all right, breathe, just calm. Man, I know, I'm terrified too, man. I'm terrified too. Oh man, I don't know. I think we're trapped. Cheryl said. Bethany looked over at her. Shut up. We're not trapped. We can't think like that. Frankly, well, how should we think? We're kind of stuck here right now. Bethany's like, not you too. Frank's like, I'm sorry. He wiped a tear away. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. All right, let's see. Let's focus. Peter's still sitting in the corner. Bethany squeezed his shoulder again, and Peter looked up at her with terror in his eyes wide open, white as a ghost. Peter, calm down, man, calm down. Cheryl said. I'm trying to. Peter said, I'm trying. Okay. So, I didn't make you guys go first, but please tell me I don't have. I don't want to go out there again. Peter said. I guess one of us could go out there. Cheryl said, looking over at Beth. Beth's like, I'll flip you for it. I got a quarter here. All right, I mean, I guess that's fair. Either we could send Frank. They said both looking at Frank with a grin. Frank's like, yeah, I might as well just come out there and say, kill me now, I guess. Frank said. Cheryl laughed. No, I'm just kidding, Frank. We wouldn't do that to you. Kind of hard for you to run away in your state. All right, so heads or tails? Cheryl says. She flips a coin. That's like tails. Flips a coin over. Tails it is. All right, I guess. So I guess I have to go. All right. Well, Cheryl, you're up. So. All right. So Peter and Beth both grab one end of the dresser. All right, just like before. Now we're gonna slide it aside. We're gonna swing the door open, and you try to run out there and see if you can get the door open. All right, Cheryl said. She stopped and bent down, resting her hands on her knees, and she took a couple deep breaths. Are you ready? Peter said. Hold on, give me a second, Cheryl said. All right, let's go. All right, Bethany and Peter grabbed the dresser and slid it away from the door. All right, here we go. 3, Peter said. 2, Bethany said. 1, they both said as they flung the door open. Cheryl ran out of the door, and Peter and Bethany slammed the door shut. Going down the stairs. All of a sudden, they didn't hear anything. Hey, Cheryl, you okay? Peter yelled. Silence. Cheryl! Bethany yelled. Oh, fuck, man. Frank said. What? Peter said. I hope something happened to her, Frank said. Shut up, man. Don't talk like that, Bethany said. Cheryl! Off in the distance, they hear. The hell was that? Peter said, looking over at Beth. I don't fucking know. Cheryl, you okay? Guys, help! Oh, crap. Cheryl's in trouble. Peter said. I'm gonna go out there after her. You guys stay back here. What? Bethany said. You're crazy. We don't know what's going on out there. Yeah, dude, I think you should stay here, Frank said. Guys, we need to get out of here, and I think something's happened to her. We gotta go. I'll be okay, I promise. How can you promise? Frank said. Just trust me. Like, we gotta help her. Okay, Frank said. And Bethany looked over. All right, fine, whatever. Let's. All right, so I'm here. Ready? On the count of 3, I'm gonna open the door, and you go ahead, run out there. And if either of you gets the door open, holler out to us. So I'll grab Frank and we'll come out there. All right. 3, 2, 1. They slammed the door open. Go! Peter took off running, and Bethany slammed the door shut. Sounds of Peter's footsteps going down the hall and disappearing down the stairs. Help me, guys! Off in the distance, they hear, Cheryl, where are you? Peter, help! Where are you? I can't find you. I hope he finds her, Frank said. Oh, I'm sure she will. I'm sure he will. Bethany said, oh, man. Peter, are you okay? Off in the distance. Yeah, I'm fine. I can't see a damn thing. It's pitch black in here. Help, guys. Did you hear that, Peter? I heard that over here. Yeah, it's coming from somewhere down here on this floor. But I can't hear it very well. It's faded out here. What? Bethany yelled from the top floor. We can hear it really loud up here. Yeah, but down here, Peter said. I hear it, but it's not loud at all. It's like off in the distance. Help, guys! There you are. Oh, shit! Open the door! Bethany opens the door, and Peter comes hauling ass in there and slams the door right outside the door. Let us in. Hurry up! Barricade the door! Peter said, dragging the dresser back in front of the door. Oh, crap. Man, what the hell did you see, man? What the hell did you see out there? Bethany said. Yeah, dude, what'd you see, man? You sounded pretty like you're scared shitless out there. Frank said, sitting on the bed. Bro, I can't even explain it. Peter said. It's like, man, it was like, see, like kind of like what I saw before. It was like a green glowing, like an orb, or like a cloud, like almost like a cloud of smoke. I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. But this time it was red, and there was like a big figure in the cloud. Oh man, God, I feel like I'm sounding crazy. Banging on the outside of the door. Fuck you, man! Bethany said, tears streaming down her face again. Peter went over, grabbed Bethany, and pulled her into a hug. Shh, it's okay, relax, calm down. We gotta, whatever. I don't know what it is out there, but we gotta come up with a plan. We gotta do this. It's okay. Bethany said, crying. Looks over at Frank, and Frank's got his head buried in his face, or his head buried in his hands. You okay over there, man? Frank looked up, kind of with his eyes watered. It's like, oh, dude, I'm pretty fucking terrified, man. I know, man. Me too, Peter said. All right. So all of a sudden, like from down below them, they hear. What the hell is that? Peter said. sounds like it's coming from the floor. Peter lay down, put his ear to the floor. That sounds like someone tapping down there. Hold on, what? Hold on. Listen to this. Hey, Bethany, look, get down here. Listen to this. Yeah, that's tapping, but... Guys, can you hear me? I hear... Cheryl? Yeah. I hear from... How the hell? Where are you? I don't know. I locked myself in a room down here, but I don't know what's... I don't know what's in here. But, something chased me across the house, and I barricaded myself in this room. But are you guys okay? What? Peter said, still keeping his ear to the floor. I said, are you guys okay? They heard Cheryl yell from in the room down below them. Yeah, we're okay. But how, like, what'd you hit? What are you tapping on the ceiling with? Oh, I grabbed there's actually had like a broom or something in here, like a long broom handle. But guys, like, I want to tell you, I got to the door, and I managed to get it unlocked and open. It's only open a crack, but I don't think we can all... I think we all have to rush out at once. Because whatever it is, it seems like it only focuses on one of us at once. So if we all rush out at once, I think we might be able to get out of here. But otherwise, I don't know what it is. Peter hollered down. All right, so, like, you got the door open? She got the door open? Frank said. Yeah, that's what she said, Peter said. Oh, awesome, Bethany said. But how do we get past whatever's haunting this place? Bethany said. Oh, fuck if I know, Peter said. Like, man, I barely got down there. And it came at me like a big cloud of smoke or whatever. Yeah, that's what you said, Frank said. All right, so Cheryl. Yeah. They could hear down down beneath the floor. All right, so like, where's the front door from where you are? Oh, but kind of like the same direction as you guys. It's just like right down a hallway, and then there's a big room, and then the front door is right there. Okay, all right, so like, let's give it to the count of let's on the count of 3. Hold on, we're gonna move the dresser. All right, they hear Cheryl yell from down below. Bethany, help me out here, help me out. As they slide the dresser out of the way. All right, Frank, you ready to do this? Frank looked down at his leg, and then looked back up at them. Ah, shit, I don't know, man. I'm gonna do my best though. Like, don't worry, man, we got you. Frank's kind of sighed. What's wrong? Peter said. Guys, you know, I don't know if I can, because I can barely put weight on my leg. Maybe you guys should just leave me here. What? Bethany said. I said you guys should just leave me here. I don't want all of us to get trapped in here. Peter's like, fuck you, man. We're not leaving you here. Why not? Frank said. You know what makes sense. Bethany's like, we're not leaving you here, and that's final. Dude, what she said, Peter said. All right, fine, Frank said. All right, there we go. Here, give me a hand. Reached a hand up, and Peter pulled him to his feet. All right, now, I mean, yeah, we're gonna technically go a little slower because obviously you can only go as fast as you. He said, looking over at Frank. But we're gonna get out of here. Bethany laid back on the floor again. All right, Cheryl, we're ready. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. She followed up. All right, ready on the count of 3. Actually, because I'm standing up on a chair now to talk to you guys, so I'm gonna get down and I'll tap. I'll use the broom handle. I'll tap the ceiling, your guys' floor, 3 times, and on the 3rd time, let's haul ass and get to the front door and get the hell out of this place. All right, sounds like a plan, Peter said. You guys okay? You guys ready? Said, looking over at Bethany and Frank. As ready as I'm ever gonna be, Frank says. Yeah, I guess so, Bethany says. All right, let's go. Yeah, Cheryl ready. All right, here goes. Cheryl climbed down and grabbed the broom as she got near the door to the room that she locked herself into. All right, ready? That's 3, let's go, Peter said, flinging the door open. Bethany took off down the hallway, and Peter threw Frank's arm around his shoulder and, helping him along, they hobbled as quick as they could down the hallway. As they got down the hallway, they heard a rumble behind them. They glanced behind them, turning very slowly, looking behind them, and off down the hallway, they could see a very faint red glowing cloud coming around the corner about 150 feet away from them. Hurry up, man, hurry up, let's go, Frank said. Peter grabbed a hold of him a little tighter, and they started hobbling down the stairs as quick as they could. Guys, where are you? Bethany said. We're coming, Peter said, as they got to the end of the stairs and they rounded the corner. And they saw Bethany at the door. And they got to the door right next to Bethany, and they're like, where the hell's Cheryl? I don't know, man. I thought she'd be here already. I'm here. They glanced over as they saw Cheryl rounding the corner and coming over at them. As she was about halfway to the door, behind Cheryl, now a green glowing cloud came around the corner behind her. Holy hell, man! Cheryl, run! Hurry! Peter said. As she got to them, they all ran out the door, and they barely got out the door, and the door slammed on its own. Underneath the bottom of the door, they could see a bright red and a green glow coming from underneath the door. Don't come back, they hear inside. Holy crap! Peter said, dragging Frank along. Hurry up, guys! Let's get the freaking car and get out of here. They ran around the back. They got in the car and they took off. As they drove a couple miles away and they parked, they sat there. Holy crap, man! That was. Oh, are you guys okay? Peter said. Holy crap! Cheryl said. That was close. I thought we were goners in there. Oh man, I'm so glad you're okay, Cheryl. Beth said. How are you, Frank? Frank was holding his foot. Oh, it hurts. I'd probably put too much pressure on it in there, but yeah, I'm okay, all things considered. All right. Bethany looked over at Peter. I don't know if do we have any other place to hang out or to hide out? Cause I'm kind of thinking we should turn ourselves in, man. Cause I don't want to try any abandoned hideouts. I just don't know if I have it in me. What? Peter said. We're still there's no cops. We're fine. Frank's like, dude. I mean, where are we gonna go though? Cheryl was like, I guess we could, let's just hit the road, and let's just go as far. Let's just get a couple hours away from here, and then we'll try to find something. Peter's like, all right, that sounds like a plan. Beth's like, I still think we should just turn ourselves in because I don't like. We've already had those close calls today. I'd prefer not to take any more chances. Cheryl's like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Frank's like, all right, you guys are sure? Like, I would like to get to a hospital myself because my ankle, bro, can't go to a hospital. Peter said. Yeah, I know. I know the drill. I know how it works. Frank said, looking over at him. All right, so it's decided. We're gonna drive. We're gonna get a couple out 3 or 4 hours east, and then we're gonna find some place. We'll just hold up there. All right, sounds like a plan. Frank said. I guess. So, I guess you're right. Beth said. So they got in the car, and they hit the road. And they took off east. As they were on their way out of town, they ended up noticing a couple of state police cars that were lights and sirens that were going the other direction. And they turned in behind them. They could see they made a turn, and Bethany looked over at Peter's like, "Holy crap! That was where we just came out of. You think they're going to the house we were just at?" Peter's like, "I don't know. I don't know how they would have known we were there." Well, I mean, I guess good thing we're out here. We're not there anymore. Cheryl said as they kept driving along. All right, let's just get the hell out of here, guys. As long as we don't have cops on our tail, I think we're good. Let's just keep going. Put as much distance as we can. We got the cash here. He said, patting the big bag of bills from the bank. Let's just keep going. All right. A couple hours later, they pulled into a extended stay hotel. They parked the car a few blocks down at a different business, just in case they. Why are we parking the car down here? Frank said. Peter looked over at him. Dude, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't know what car we were in, but just in case, I don't want them to find the car and find us at the same time. So, okay, Frank said, that makes sense. But that's like a few blocks, man. Like my freaking leg. Well, dude, I'll help you. Don't worry. Peter said. All right, cool. Frank said, thanks. I really appreciate you. All right. So Bethany, Cheryl, you guys ready? Yep. Let's go get our room. And they got a couple places nearby for us to grab food. I think we should definitely, for the next couple of days, I think we should just, order to go. That way we can grab the food, eat it back in the room, so we're not spending too much time out in public. Give it a couple days, and if we're not seeing any sign of anybody down here, we could go grab the car and we can take off again. We'll go further. We'll take it week by week. We'll do a couple days here, a couple days there, laying low everywhere we go, so that way we'll just give it enough time, and hopefully things will blow over and we'll be good. And Frank goes, "That sounds like a plan." So they get to the hotel, and they check in. They get their room, and over the next couple days, they lay low and make sure to play it safe, continuing to have one person going out at a time to grab food. And after a couple days, they hadn't seen any sign of any police presence. So they packed up their stuff, grabbed their cash, got back in the car, continued down the road. This time, every time they got back on the road, they would go another 3, 4, or 5 hours away. Find a extended stay hotel, park somewhere nearby, spend a couple more days just laying low. And after about 2 weeks, taking three days here, 3 days there, they finally decided it was probably safe for them to hit the road and go further than just a couple hours away. After a couple weeks of going short distances, they finally arrived at a cabin in a big wooded area with a lake nearby. Bro, like, whose cabin is this? Frank said. It's a good buddy of mine from back when I was in the service. You were in the service? What? Frank said. Yeah, dude, didn't I tell you I was in the army? Ah, dude, you never told me that, Frank said. Oh, me either, Brandy said. Or, me either, Bethany said. Cheryl's like, I think you might have told me. It sounds familiar. Frankie's like, all right, cool. So what's the plan? We're just like, what are we gonna do now? Like, what are we gonna do now? Peter walked over and looked out the window. I think we're safe now. I think, like, we haven't seen any sign of any cops tailing us. There's been nowhere, because we had those masks on when we were in the bank, so I don't think that we had any. I don't think anybody knows what we look like. I don't think they have any record of our car, so I think we're good. So I think let's just spend the next, because we can go into town if we need stuff, but otherwise we'll just hang out here. And my friend, thankfully he stocked up this place, so he opened the cabinets and it's kind of like showed up. We got all this food in the cabinets. We just got to get some stuff from the fridge. But then he opened another cabinet and said, and Frank kind of was like, holy shit. Bethany was like, what? Frank was like, look at all that beer. Like, there's beer, there's vodka in there. Holy crap, man! If next time you talk to your friend, tell him he's my new best friend, man. Peter's like, I see how it is, man. Frank's like, I love you, man. All right, so over the next couple weeks, they hung out in the cabin, only going into town if they absolutely needed to stock up on supplies, but again, taking as much time as they could, laying low and staying out of the public eye, in hopes that they wouldn't get apprehended by the cops. After another month or so of them hanging out there, they'd been watching the news and there'd been no reports that led them to believe that they were publicly listed as suspects. So after a month or so living in the cabin, they divided up the money from the big bag from the bank, equal shares for all four of them. And they all went their separate ways, agreeing that if any one of them were caught, they would keep their mouth shut and not turn in the rest. But as they all departed each other's presence, went their separate ways, they all went and started new lives with the newfound wealth that they have. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Welcome back, guys. So, as always, you know how I am, telling the story and thinking to myself, I hope it's good. But, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I always look forward to, lately, I know it's especially because I'm trying to be consistent, taking the daily action with the side business, but also being consistent with the episodes for the blog show each week. Getting the Tuesday Roll Talk episode recorded and uploaded on Tuesday, and getting the story recorded and everything set up for you guys for Friday night, you know. Trying to be consistent, trying to make sure these always are posting when I say they're posting, because I know that, you know, being consistent is the most important thing. You know, best way to make progress in anything when you're working on something is to be consistent. Like whether it's going to the gym, you know, trying to get healthy or whatever, having an actual plan. Like when I was going to the Y a while back, when I had the time to do it, because my schedule as a trucker out here, it kind of, you know, some days I'm working earlier in the day, and some days like tonight I'm working nights, so it's like I rarely have a day where I go, hey, I can go to the gym. But when I was working a set schedule, like 1 o'clock, I think it was like 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and getting home at like 11 o'clock at night, I actually would get up at like 10 in the morning, and I would hit the Y, and then like I'd be there for about an hour and a half, and then I would get home about 11:45. I would go ahead and, you know, get changed, get into my FedEx gear, grab something to eat on the go, you know, grab my cooler with my food stuff for the day for my route, and then I would hit the road, head to work. You know, so I did that. One day I would do the weights. The next day I would do the indoor track upstairs. And so I did that for probably about 2 months. And I'll admit, like when you're doing stuff for yourself, sometimes you might not notice the changes yourself. But then I had other people telling me like, "Wow, are you losing weight, man?" I'm like, "I don't think so." But I know, dude. I think you're thinner. I'm like, "Really?" So I did one of those before and after photos, you know, standing with my shirt off, looking in the mirror, and sent that to a friend, and sent the photo from 2 years prior when I was technically maybe a little bit heavier, but, you know, roughly about the same weight, but I wasn't working out at that point. And my friend was like, "Yeah, dude, like you're totally like toning up top." I'm like, "Cool, all right." You know? I was like, "I don't see it," but that's why my point is, you know, consistent action, like actually like being consistent with it, continuing to do it. Because whether it's getting in shape, whether it's working in business, you know, getting healthy, like eating healthy, try to lose weight that way, you know, you gotta be consistent with it. So like you can't work out one day and then come back 3 weeks later and work out a little bit more and expect that, you know, you lost weight. Or eat like a salad, you know, eat a light helping or something, and then a salad one day, but then like the rest of the month, you know, eat like half a pizza or whatever, and then wonder why, you know, your weight hasn't really changed. You know, we got to be consistent with it. Got to keep pushing. Got to keep, like I'm always saying, you know, got to keep pushing forward and taking it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, one foot in front of the other, and just do our best, you know. And so like we only fail if we quit, give up, and walk away. So as long as we're continuing to push forward, continuing to get back up when life knocks us down, we get back up and we keep going, then we haven't failed. That's why I like that that's why I really like that when somebody said that Thomas Edison didn't fail 1,000 times. He just found 999 ways it didn't work, and on the 1,000th try he got it. So I really like that, because that shows like it's only a failure if you decide to give up. Like if you fail at something and you say, "Oh crap," and you just don't try again, then yeah, you failed. But as long as you get back up and you go back at it again, you know, like, all right, that didn't work, let's try something else. Then, you know, then you haven't failed, and you know, and as long as you just keep at it, you'll eventually get there. And so it's like me with the side hustle, the business I'm doing. I'm taking daily action. I'm getting, you know, even there's days where like, you know, I've got some other stuff going on. I might not be feeling it emotionally or whatever. And so, but I tell myself, all right, I still got to do it. I still got to put the 1 to 2 hours in. You know, sometimes, a lot of times for me, it's less. You know, so this business I do, it's like you learn how to build a business, how to start making money online, even if you've never ever earned online before, if you have zero following, zero experience, you're a beginner, that's what it's geared towards. You know, the lady that created these programs, these courses, she actually started it, and with a brand new TikTok account. Like, she didn't have any following, she had zero, brand new. She just opened the new TikTok account and started implementing the stuff that we learned through the step-by-step training with these programs. And within 6 months, she made her first 6 figures, and then with it, she made her first $1 million within 17 months. So, and a lot of people are like, within a couple months they make 6 figures. A lot of people are like, within 6 months they make 6 figures. When I'm doing my Facebook lives, which if you guys look me up, T and Trucker Chris, same profile tag or whatever, or username for a couple different things. Like T and Trucker Chris is that's where I'm at on Instagram. T and Trucker Chris on TikTok, and T and Trucker Chris on Facebook, YouTube, literally at Christopher Blodgett. But of course, being it's late and stuff, got a little sidetracked or whatever. But basically, just got to keep at it, keep pushing forward, keep doing it. So if anybody wants to learn how to earn online, even if you've never been able to earn online before, something that doesn't require you for you to be a technology expert. If you're not very good with technology, that's no problem. Step-by-step video training that helps you, and there's mentors and stuff that actually will hop on video call with you if you need it. And there's a community that you literally get access to afterwards. You can ask questions, and you can get started for as little as $100 or as much as $900 for the Legacy Builder program. Then you get all 4 programs and stuff. So for anybody that wants to check that out, the information is free. There's no cost to it, obviously, just to find out what it's all about. Go to lodgeshow.com/freedom and put your email in there and reply back to my email with any questions you have. It's all automated, so once you go through that process, you'll see a couple videos. Then basically, if you like what you see and want to actually do it, even if you want to start at the Launchpad level, which is the $100 one, that one right there, you get access to the community, you get step-by-step video training modules that show you what to do, literally walk you through step-by-step, like copy paste there, select this, do that, and it's literally you're watching this person's screen as they're showing you what to do to get your initial site set up, or get your site, set up, because the site's already set up for you. You just have to plug and play, put your own stuff in there, like your payment stuff, PayPal, whatever. That's another thing too for anybody that wants to get started. And if you want to use PayPal, if you click on GPay Express with the checkout menu or checkout screen, it'll give you the PayPal option. But it also has payment plans where you can, for anything above the Launchpad, so the $300 passive daily pay blueprint, the $600 digital mastery, and the $900 legacy builder, they have a payment plan. You can pay it out. You end up paying it in like 2 months. So you'd have to make your first payment of $225 if you're doing the legacy builder, and that'll give you access, and you'll get your website set up with all 4 products. You'll be able to sell all 4 products for 100% profit. But then every 2 weeks you'll pay $225. Basically already be set up. So the 600 would be probably what, 100. I'm doing math right now. It's probably not good. But the $300 one, the passive daily pay blueprint, that one would be I think $75 upfront, and then $75 every 2 weeks until the full balance is paid. But aside from that, again, anybody that wants to check it out, go to lodgeshow.com/freedom. I know I mentioned in previous at least the last episode. I'm planning to mention it in the current, episodes going forward. My good friend, brother from another mother, Rico, he has a podcast that deals with because he makes his own music, creates his beats and whatnot, writes his own lyrics, and he has a podcast that's a really good podcast. And he did it for a while, and then he stopped. And he talked about getting back into it and stuff. And I told him, hey, dude, if you're planning to, if you're serious about resuming your podcast, I'll create an extension on my podcast website, and I'll start mentioning your show on my show, so that way I can, hopefully send people your way. And, if they like you, they can. If they like your show, they can, of course, 5-star rating, and they can, subscribe to it, whatever. So, because it's all about we should all not want to just get to the top by ourselves. We should basically we should all want to get to the top and then bend down and grab our friends' hands and pull them up with us, So that's literally what I'm doing for him. I figured, use my platforms to try to help him with his help him with his stuff. And so if you guys would be willing to check him out, check his podcast out, that would be awesome. I think you might like it. It's really good. He actually he's a lot more professionally produced podcast, because he literally does his from with his he has actual podcast recording software, and he has a microphone, and he uses like a gaming computer that he does, so it's very well produced. Something that I eventually plan to get to that point with this podcast, whenever I'm able to actually achieve the things that I'm working on the side, and crossing fingers, God willing, retire myself, to where I could be doing the podcast full time, be working on the online business, and basically then just hanging out with the fam and actually not having to work my life away. Not complaining, love my job, love what I do, but I'm part of the thing that I'm looking forward to is time freedom. But if you guys would be willing to check him out and give his podcast a listen, he'll have a new episode, basically a reintroduction. Basically we'll be showing up on Saturday, so basically by the time you guys are listening to this, it'll be tomorrow. So I look forward to, because he said he's got that new episode reintroduction basically already recorded, all ready to go, and then I had suggested to him, hey man, just a suggestion, just if you're gonna get back into it, maybe do pick a day each week, and have that day be the day that you're gonna upload your episodes for your podcast. That way you upload, you have an episode posted the same day every week, and I try to post mine at a certain time, but from what I've noticed, as long as it's posting on the days that I've said it's gonna post, if I have an episode post Tuesday and an episode post Friday, I still see the same the downloads are still pretty consistent lately, so that's what I told him. He's like, yeah, I can do that. That makes sense, so he still is kind of skeptical. He's like, well, I'll give it a shot for a while, and we'll see how it goes, because I guess he had a handful of listeners, 4 or 5, and I guess I was the most consistent one in his podcast. But I told him, I was like, my traffic on my podcast is picking up. I have noticed quite a few more downloads daily and stuff, so things are, with me implementing what I've been learning with the program I'm in, utilizing that for the other stuff too, as far as growing the following, growing the subscribers on YouTube, and implementing it with the podcast, and so I've noticed a big change for me. So I'm trying trying to use what I'm doing to try to help him out too. So if you guys are willing to check him out, go to blodgettshow.com/Rico. That's blodgettshow.com/RICCO. Would definitely appreciate you checking it out. But on that note, guys, if you like what you heard, if you are enjoying these on the fly stories I've been coming up with, or even the real talk, keeping it real with you guys on Tuesdays. If you like what you hear and you'd like to support the show, go to blodgettshow.com/support. Anything and everything is much appreciated. Thank you in advance. There's the option for one-time donations, or one-time contributions, and there's the option to subscribe and do it monthly for as little as $1 per month. And as always, like I said, always appreciated. Thank you so much in advance. Eventually, what I plan to do with this podcast is to definitely have merch and stuff that I can actually give people or give subscribers that actually regular people that have helped out with or have supported the show. Little merchandise, maybe coffee mugs or something. Some way to say thank you. I really appreciate it. But that's a work in progress. That's the plan eventually. But obviously, it takes as you grow, it takes money to make those different changes. So it'll get there. As that podcast is a lot further along than it was a year ago when I started. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everybody who's hung in there with me all this time. And welcome to the podcast for everybody who's brand new, just now just now joining. So anyway, you know what I say, guys? Keep pushing forward, keep believing. Believe you can, believe you will, and you're already halfway there. And then you just have to go out there and do it. So on that note, guys, I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on Tuesday when we do the next Real Talk Tuesday. Have a good one.